Judd, my friend Judd. When we were in New Orleans this summer for Go NOLA, you told me an amazing story of lesser than stellar decisions involving tattoos.
Yes.
And I would very much like to I'd very much like to hear that again.
Okay.
Will you take us there?
It was college, you know, home of good decisions. At night, at a party, knock at the door. Open the door, there's a small man with a almost empty bottle of Jack Daniels dangling from one hand and nothing else. I happen to notice while he's asking about the party that he's got these jeans on that have holes all over the jeans. Everywhere there's a hole, there's a tattoo. So where'd you get all the cool tattoos? I did them myself. I'm like, well, that seems perfectly logical right now. I said, how'd you do that? I've got my own kit. Where's your kit? Right? I'm thinking he must have stumbled down from another apartment. It's at my house. Well, let's go get it. And this is how things just fell off the cliff, you know? So me and another buddy of mine pile in a car with this guy with his Jack Daniels.
What's his name?
No idea. Still don't know his name. Never knew. I don't know if I ever did know his name. We drive a few miles down the road to this house. Setting up consisted of setting out some Indian ink, okay? Getting his Bic pen that had a needle threaded through it on some sort of mechanism attached to a doorbell motor, stringing 2 electrical wires for me to hold on either end of 4 D-cell batteries. Dips it in the ink, I push the batteries together, off we go to the race, you know, it starts, right? And he just goes all over town on my arm. I get done with this. My brother goes in for his, because of course he has to do it. We have a third guy with us. It should have been a clue. His name was Rockhead. Rockhead. So he sits down and he gets one. We were sharing a house with a bunch of guys. We had this little room. I wake up the next morning in a panic. Oh gosh, what have we done? All 3 of us, unanimously.
Yeah.
What did we do? We decide we got to get rid of these things. The idea is born that we're going to burn these things off.
Clearly.
Best move you could make, right?
Yeah.
Let's get a tattoo and then scar ourselves really badly. I said, fellas, I'm not burning mine off. I'll burn yours off. I'll help you if you want help. No, I am not compounding this problem. So we anesthetize ourselves with some beers. We take a tire iron. Yep. And we put it on a gas stovetop. Turn the burner on. Rockhead's holding Brad up against the wall, sizing it up from a distance, you know, and I'm getting ready to smack this thing off, because that's what you do, I guess. You know, I get probably 12 inches away, foot away from the guy, whatever. Rockhead explodes to one side of the kitchen. Not the 3rd time that he just couldn't let me hit him.
Right.
So Brad holds Rockhead up against the wall. Butter knife this time, because, you know, the tool needs to fit the job. So butter knife, I put it this, you know, 2 inches from his shoulder, and he starts just wincing up, and I went, and I meant to just real fast, right? Smack, smack. No. Smack, oh.
So this begs the question, like, what? I
You
want
wanna
to see
see
the
it?
evidence. I want.
This is what I'm stuck with. These are obviously my initials. Obviously, 'cause
Clearly.
that's the only part of this whole artistic rendering that I can understand. My wife thinks it's bird poop. I've heard Captiva Island, Key West, praying mantis, but we're really not sure.
So, throughout this whole story, you had multiple chances to back out. I mean, it was always your choice. And do you have any regrets at all?
I don't know. I try not to look at it as a regret. I really try to look at it as more of a reminder of what poor decision making can do for you. You know. But I did. You know, the next morning I said, when we decided, hey, let's burn these things off. We can't live with this. This is not going to work. I said, you know what, guys? No, I'm gonna live with. I did this. We did this. We all did this. We're gonna live with this.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I
Hopefully,
appreciate
somebody can use this and keep themselves from doing a similar.
Moral of the story is, when the guy shows up at the door with holy jeans and an empty bottle of Jack.
It's not as cool as it looks. It's really not.
Thank you.